everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julie and I am the knitwear designer behind Twin Stitches Designs. Today we are March 28th and it is just about 9:30 in the morning. I just dropped off the girls at pre-K and I'm sitting here with a ton of knitting. I am happy to say my knitting mojo is back and stronger than ever. After being sick for so long, I am just wanting to cast on and knit everything. So I hope that you guys are ready for a fun and impactful podcast. As always, you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Julianne Knitter, and I will link everything I talk about down below this video. If ever you have any questions or comments, place them down below, and I always try to answer them as soon as I possibly can. I just want to say a huge thank you to any new and returning viewers. I just really hope that you guys enjoy the podcast. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up and follow or subscribe, and it will make sure that you are notified whenever I do these fun videos for you all. I am so beyond excited because April 1st is just around the corner, which means that I have a brand new yarn Dyer of the month. This is a fun promotional thing that we're doing over on the Patreon group. For the month of April, I have my so sweet friend Ellie of Artistic Lilly. She has dyed up a custom sock set for us. So each month I have selected one dyer to dye up a custom sock set that will be available for patron members only to purchase during that month. Then if the dyer chooses so, the following month they are able to open it up to the public, but for that month that they are the dyer of the month, it is only available to patron members. Current month of March was the cozy knitter, who is Christina, and she had dyed up Tropical Paradise, which I actually finished the pair of socks and I will share with you all. And then we have Ellie of Artistic Lilly, who is the month of April. And I actually have the sock set here and I wanted to share it with you all. So if for some reason you don't want to see them and you want to be surprised, look away. I've shared already this sneak peek in my Patreon group. So this sock set will be available to purchase on April 1st. Like I mentioned, you have to be a patron member of the Twin Stitches Designs. Everything is linked below. And she dyed up Under the Sunset sock set, which is this beautiful pinky, peachy with blues and browns. So this sock set that Ellie dyed up, you will come with two 20-gram minis in this beautiful blue as well as the brown. Ellie dyes up such beautiful colorways. She sent this on her Gotta Have Socks fingering, which is a 80-20 blend, 400 yards per 365 meters, 100 grams. Now, Ellie was so sweet and kind. I did not know, but I think she has a sock knitting machine. And she also, on top of that, sent me a fun tube so that I am going to be making a pair of socks. I'm going to be casting this on today, picking up the stitches. And this is how her sock set knits up. Isn't that beautiful? And I will be using the two minis, so I'm just going to grab the two. And they will be heels, toes, and cuffs with this fun sock. Now, when you do purchase from her, she won't be sending you the sock tube. This was just for me. She said, she was so sweet. She was like, this is to give you a head start. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the girls saw this. They tried it on. They loved it. I have to see what stitch count. I'm assuming it's a 64 stitch count. But yes, so I really, really love this. So this sock set will be available to purchase in the Patreon group. What I do is the first of the month, I do a full post on private links or a private coupon code for them to be able to access what is not available to the public. But yeah, so if you are interested in joining, each month we have a brand new dyer for the entire year. It's so much fun. And I can't wait to see what each dyer does because they're so different. And I think that's the exciting part, is that it's a complete different dyer every time. So, and you don't have to purchase if that color doesn't speak to you or it doesn't interest you, you don't have to purchase. It's just something that is a fun perk that I have for my patron members. So that is the month of April, which is Ellie. All right. So next up, we might as well just dive into finished objects. And I do have a few of things that I finished since the last podcast. The first one is a hat. This was a whip the last time we were, I podcasted, and I did finish it the next day, which is my perfect worsted weight hat. Now this hat is going to be going up, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be making it free for 2 days, or free for a day or so, and then it might be just paid for, but I'm thinking of doing like a fun promotion of some sort. I knit this out of Knit Picks Birch Tweed is the colorway, and this one is Lava Fields. It is on their High Desert yarn, and I used up the full 50 grams for this hat of the Birch Tweed, so I made a huge pom-pom. For me, the pom-poms, I love a really good big pom-pom. You cannot, I personally don't think a pom-pom, can be too big. And I know I have a ponytail, so it might not fit perfectly. But I think it turned out amazing. I really love it. All the instructions are going to be in the pattern. And my test knitters are doing an amazing job. I knit this, I want to say US 6 and US 8. And it will come from sizes to toddler all the way to adult large. Yeah, really, really fun, basic worsted weight hat pattern. So this is going to be perfect for any worsted weight yarn that you have. If you have scraps, this is great. Make them as Christmas gifts or for anybody in your family or friends or for yourself. I really love it. I think it fits perfectly and it was a joy to knit. So definitely I will put the links. This was a brand new yarn for Knit Picks, and I do know that they also have a new High Desert Heathers collection, which is stunning. So this one is finished from the last podcast and is going to be releasing out to the public on March 31st. I love the pom-poms. I just use a big clover pom-pom maker. Nothing fancy. Just fun pom-pom maker. I will also have the link in the pattern on how to do a pom-pom. Yeah, just a really fun, simple pattern. I love patterns that use up yarn. That is one of the things lately is I don't like wasting any yarn, and you're going to see that in some of the projects that I've actually cast on. I'm coming out with a new pattern that I think is going to be a fun staple of using up any type of scraps. So the next up on my needles is brand new, and this is something that I've been it's a type of pattern, but more of a recipe, and it's something that I've been wanting to do. I think I had this idea last year. And it is using up yarns in a different way. I know that a lot of times that we can complete a sock and you have leftovers, or you do heels, toes, and cuffs, and you have that little bit of yarn that's just not really enough to do anything with it. You're not sure what to do, and this is the pattern for you. I am doing multiple versions of it, and I'm going to share all of those details. So first up is the sock set that I received from Whitney of MoonGlow. Was her May Flowers sock set. Now this one, I had a little bit left over. They were 10-gram minis, and I had 6 colors of the 10-gram minis. So I had this one beautiful purple, this green, this peachy, beautiful peachy, pinks, and a lilac. Oh, there we go. I also had a ton of the main color left, which is a beautiful brown. And I decided to cast on a pair of socks. And I wanted the socks to be scrappy. I know that sometimes we have, and what's going to be super fun about this pattern is that it is something that you can use if you have 4 colors, if you have 5, if you have 7, if you have whatever amount of minis that you have or leftovers, you can use with this. So this, I did a fun faux self-striping for the cuff. It's blowing out a little bit, but yeah, right here. So you can see that these are actually 2 colors. So the peachy, the pink, the darker pink, the lilac, and then that beautiful purple. I then put in fun pink. I still had some of this left over. And then I finished it off with a green toe. So this is a great way, and this pattern is going to be written like, there's going to be tons of info. It's going to be written toe up, cuff down, multiple heel types, multiple different types of stripings of what you can do. Like this is going to be jam-packed with information. I am obsessed with how this one turned out. So I have the first one done, and the second one I did an afterthought heel, so I'm just going to be cutting in later today. I already woven. I am so good. I actually woven all of my ends. So proud of myself. And yeah, I'm not sure. I think I want, I'm going to be doing the heel for the second one in this purple because that's the one I have the most of. And I just really love it. I think it's stunning. It's fun. I love using up yarn. I love using up scraps, and I find that sometimes there's not a ton of patterns out there for socks that are using up small amounts of yarn. And I think that that's what I'm wanting to focus on with this pattern recipe, is that no matter how much yarn or how little yarn, that you can make a fun, unique pair of socks. Now maybe, so this is the first sample that I knit up in this past week. And then the second sample that I've been, this was kind of like the first idea I had for these socks, is using up self-striping yarn. And this, oh, I love it. This is using up 1 repeat of Felici, which is Knit Picks Felici. So I cast on and did just 1 repeat. And then I did the entire rest of the sock out of Stroll. So this one up here is called Knit Picks Felici Base Jump, which is their self-striping. And then I used Knit Picks Stroll in Dove Heather. I also did a fun thing with the toe, is I decided to do it again with the Felici, and you can see the 2-tone toe. I think that that's just so cute and unique. There's endless possibility with these socks. You can use up, and this used up, I'll have to measure out, I want to say maybe 10 grams of self-striping yarn. Like, it does not take a lot. I want to measure out each stripe and how much and how little so that I can really get a good recipe for you all. And like I said, this pattern is going to be, I'm just so excited for it. Like, I have a lot of different other combinations that I'm going to be doing before then. And yeah, I'm just obsessed. I want to do a few more for Eric. I really love this. I love the classic look of it. And I don't find that there's enough out there that look like this, of just using up yarn. And that's what I want. I want recipes and classic staple socks. I want a sock recipe that you can go to over and over and over again with all different types of yarns and all different types of colors, that you get that special little mini skein bundle and you use it up and you have a little bit left over and you don't know what to do with it, but you don't want to throw it out. Do this pattern. So really, if you can't tell how like crazy excited I am, I really, really love it. So I knit these on 2.5 millimeter needle on Chiago red lace. I did some of these toe up and I did some of these cuff down just because I really wanted to do both. I did afterthought heels for all of them. So that is where you cut in. So I didn't even put any waist yarn, so I'm just going to be cutting in. I have a full tutorial on YouTube about how to cut and pick up and do an afterthought heel. I think they're a lot of fun, and I've missed doing them a little bit. I can't get over the colors. I love this look, and I am actually going through my Felici and Stroll stash, and I'm putting together color combinations. I'm also going through some minis and going through those combinations, so I just think that it's a lot of fun. So I have been a very, 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 very busy bee in the background. And I think that's all for that. I have this in my Jezebel bag that I just always use as a fun tote, and I can put all my things in there. But I think that's it for that one. So that pattern, I do not know when it's going to be coming out, but I do know that later this week, early next week, I do want to put out a test knit call for it. So if you are interested, I will put a link to Ravelry, the test knitter earburn list. And I'll be definitely calling out for test knitters for that pattern. Oh, and it will all be using fingering weight yarn. This pattern recipe is only going to be for fingering weight yarn. Potentially, if you guys are loving it enough, and I may convert it into a DK weight, but no plans in the immediate right now for that. The last finished object, I know, last. So I'm just gonna take these out. There we go. I wanted to show, this was the Knit Picks base jump that I used for the pair of socks, and I barely used anything. And Knit Picks is a 75-25 blend of Swash Merino, wool, and nylon, as well as Whitney of MoonGlow. The base that I used for her Mayflowers is also a 75-25 blend. Really, really pretty and soft. I can put those away. Okay, and then the last one is actually something that I used my sock machine for, and I cranked out for the Cozy Knitter Tropical Paradise. This is the March Dyer of the Month colorway, and I decided to use my Dean & Bean sock machine that I received to crank out a pair of socks. My tension is all over the place because this was the first one, so these are definitely bigger than what I would like. I know I've been getting tons of questions about it. I will be doing, in potentially about a week or two, I'll be doing a full YouTube review on it, but right now I want to still play around with it, see the different things and patterns that I can do with it, different socks and sock weights. So I just really want to take my time and do a thorough review for you all. But yeah, so I finished the first sock completely, woven my ends and everything. The second sock, I also have to cut in the heel for this one. I picked up for the toe and the cuff. So I'm just going to be placing my heel right about here in between those stripes. So that is just going to be done today or tomorrow. I want to have like a little cubby full of socks. I'm really on a sock knitting kick, I'm noticing, but I absolutely love this. Her sock set came with a 85-gram main skein and a 30-gram mini. So I still have tons left. Someone had asked on the last podcast, it is like a coral pinkish, it's stunning. And I still have like that much left of this pink. So I'll just be needing to cut in the heel, and then this pair of socks will be going to my mom. So really love it. Picked up with a 2.5 millimeter needle for the heels, toes, and cuffs. Afterthought heel, 2x2 rib for 12 rounds. Yeah, I think that's about it for that one. So the next cast on is a brand new hat for the girls. Whitney of MoonGlow, my sweet friend, has these adorable cupcake hats. Let me show you a picture. I made myself a really nice chai tea latte, and I just love a good chai latte. I'm going to show you a picture of what the hat will look like. So this absolutely adorable cupcake hat with the sprinkles and everything on the top, big pink pom-pom. This is a kit that you can purchase in Whitney's shop. So the kit comes with the yarn that you need as well as the pattern. And I cast this on, and it's adorable. The girls are really excited. I showed them the photo and they love it. They're very, very, very excited for it. And here is where I am at. So it's knit out of DK weight yarn. This one is brown sugar. This one is spun sugar. And then the pom-pom is going to be out of this, I want to say she called it Paradise Pink. That's brown sugar, spun sugar. Yeah, Paradise Pink. So this is Whitney's tag. It is on her merino DK, which is 100 grams, 100% superwash merino, 231 yards per 100 grams. You can purchase two different types of kits. You can purchase the 50-gram kit, which will be able to make you one hat, or if you purchase the 100-gram kit, which is the one that she sent me, you will be able to make two full hats. So obviously I'm going to be making two hats for the girls. So I had already used up the brown sugar. In the pattern, she calls for a double brim, but I just did I didn't fold it in half. I just did a nice long 2x2 ribbing, and then this is the fun swirl pattern. And it's a really, really simple. I'm about 1 to 2 inches before I start the decrease, then put the pom-pom. I am nervous because around the, I don't want to give too much away, but around the edge, you have to pick up and crochet for the little scallop edging. If you know anything about me, I'm awful at crochet. I cannot crochet. I don't know why. Whitney said she'll hold my hand. So we're probably going to video chat and she will show me how to do this because I am clueless when it comes to crochet. But I am knitting this on a US 7. My Knit Picks small, short, interchangeable needle set. I really, really love it. I think it's so stinking cute. So I'm knitting right now with the white. And then I'll be doing up the big pom-poms with the pink. And then Whitney, in her kit, she has the little mini skeins for the sprinkles. Which I showed off last time. It's fun little orange and pink. And it's like a seafoamy green, a blue, lilac, and a yellow. And I am so excited to be able to get these done. This is kind of just like a knit in between. It's not something that I'm trying to race and finish. I just want to have on my needles and to knit on between time and time. In between projects. So I really like it. I think it's absolutely adorable and the girls deserve some hats. They, as always, are extremely knit worthy, and I say that all the time because they really are. And yeah, so that is where I'm at with that hat. It's really fun. I have this in a bag from a maker that no longer makes bags, but Maple Mousse Fibers is something that I purchased her bags like, I want to say like maybe 8 years ago. Very, very old, but it fits everything I need. So really happy. And I think Whitney is also going to be making a hat. You cannot get the pattern. She no longer sells the pattern, the designer, so you can only get it through Whitney's shop. So definitely go. I will link the kit down below if you are interested in going to grab yourself one and knitting along with us. I'll be having to make 2, so don't worry if you get your kit in a little bit. I'm gonna be still knitting on mine because I need to finish the first one, and then obviously the girls, they need 2 of them. And I'm curious to see if I can maybe push out a 3rd. I don't know. I know it's a lot of the white. The white is what I'm gonna be using the most, but I wonder if I can reverse the colors and do like a pink and then like a white pom-pom or something. The other thing is, you know how excited I am for minis and leftovers, and those little tiny mini skeins, I don't think we'll use a lot of yarn for the sprinkles. So I will definitely be using those minis for my scrappy sock pattern. I'm just excited for it. The next cast on is something brand new. I told you, I am knitting a ton. This is in my Maria bag. I will link her shop below. Absolutely love her bags. I have 2 of them and I am obsessed. I've cast on a sweater, and this is a sweater that is for the Patreon group. So we hit a milestone a while back of a certain amount of followers or subscribers or patron members. My brain. And I am going to be knitting up a brand new sweater design that will only ever be available in the Patreon group. I am actually knitting it up in the girls' sizes, but I will be grading it for adult sizes. 2 reasons. The girls love sweaters and they have been asking me to make them a sweater. And 2, it just goes faster and I want to be able to get this pattern out to patron members. So I've cast on, I am using Knit Picks Swish worsted weight. Claire actually chose these colors that I'm going to be showing off, which I was very surprised because Claire is my girl that loves blue, but now she's into rainbow. She loves all colors and it's just super cute. So this is the colors that Claire chose. So Swish is 100% fine superwash merino wool, incredible and so soft. If you're looking for an affordable sweater yarn, Swish is amazing. And this is in the colorway Crush, which is 110 yards per 50 grams. Which is this like crazy beautiful pink. And she said that she wanted the sweater this as the main color. Like she was very opinionated. This is what she wanted. So I said, okay. And I cast on, and right now I'm just waiting. I need to do up a chart because it's going to be a little colorwork sweater. So I kind of put it to a pause because I need to do the math. And the other 2 colors that she chose, I chose the white. And then I asked her to choose another one, and then she chose conch. So Claire's sweater is going to be these 3 colors. I would have never, ever guessed that she would pick these colors. So yeah, this is the colorwork that it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be coming out. It was supposed to come out way earlier, but because I wasn't feeling great and was sick for so long that I just did not have a chance to wrap my head around this. I am hoping this week to finish up the colorwork chart. Patron members have voted and that's what they wanted. They wanted a worsted weight sweater, simple colorwork. So that is what we're going for. I am knitting these, what is this, on a US 8. Worsted weight. So not much done, but at least I have it cast on. I find sometimes that that is the most difficult thing to do, is to at least cast on and get it started in a project bag and everything. So now that it's cast on, like I said, I have to do the math. I want to make sure that the colorwork chart is what I envision. I have an idea in my head, but I just need to put it in my software. So yeah, a pink bag with a pink sweater. I just think it was adorable, so I really love these bags. Okay, that is everything that I have been knitting on. That is a lot, but there are 2 different projects that I want to cast on. I don't know if I'll be able to cast them on for the next for the next podcast, but it's definitely something that I want at least on my needles eventually. Knit Picks released some brand new colorways of Dishy, and these, they sent them my way and they are absolutely beautiful. I wanted to share them with you. They released a few new colorways. I will put my affiliate link down below if you're interested. So this one is in the Intel, they're coming out with like the earthy colors. This one is called Sunbaked. And this one is called Jade. So beautiful. I am really loving these two down here. These are my favorite. I don't know, I love a classic look. And I'm thinking about casting on a pattern dishcloth. I know I've been doing Grandma's Favorite dishcloth constantly, but these, I don't know, these scream like farmhouse colors and like really classic. So I really, really want to cast on a pair of dishcloth with that. Maybe a simple pattern. I'll look to see if there's anything that kind of piques my interest. If not, I'll just kind of make it up as I go. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of, yeah, like a farmhousey style. Now, speaking of farmhouse, my friend Victoria of VIDA Lifestyle is coming out with her advent calendar, and it's themed farmhouse. Like, okay, who else, like, raise your hand, like Chip and Joanna Gaines, that farmhouse look, the barn doors, the everything, like that aesthetic for me, if I could, and Eric knows it, like that is my dream home, like a farmhouse. And I got her email. She's coming out with it. And I just wanted to share with you guys the details, just in case, you know, that you want to splurge and get yourself an advent calendar. Like, so she sent out a newsletter. Look at these photos of like inspiration. Oh my gosh. So, so beautiful. So just in case you guys are interested, when is it coming? So it's coming up, going on pre-order April 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's a farmhouse Christmas, which I am totally grabbing. Oh my God. There's going to be like a bag. There's going to be that you can add on. There's a candle with a farmhouse Christmas scent. Stitch markers. So the Merino Sock Advent will be $240. This is US. The Twinkles Toes Advent, which is her sparkle, is $268. And the project bags are $58, and they're by the Prickly Owl. I have been wanting one of her bags forever, so I may have to try and snag that one. I am super duper duper excited. So yes, so the pre-orders for that go up on Victoria's website. I will put it below, and it goes up April 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I mean, come on. Aren't those stunning? Just beautiful. So definitely mark your calendars if you want to go and snag one, because I definitely will. And I love sharing it with you all, because sometimes I get messages from people being like, do you have any advent calendars that you're doing this year? Yes, VIDA Lifestyle, 100%. Victoria's advent, I missed out last year and was so disappointed. But this year, I'm setting my alarm, planning in advance, and grabbing it now. I know it seems early, but the thing is that if you order it now, you pay it now, it's like you're giving yourself a Christmas gift in December. I'm just saying. You're giving yourself a Christmas. The last thing I'm wanting to cast on is another pair of socks. I'm a little sock obsessed lately, but this one is in another maple mousse fiber bag that I got years and years ago. My sweet friend Molly of a Homespun house sent me this fun 520-gram sock set. She has a ton of brand new mini skeins in the shop, and she so sweetly and generously sent this one my way. This is on her soft sock, which is 520-gram minis in the Good Vibrations, which is a 75-25 blend. The Good Vibrations sock set. And I do still think that she actually has this little mini skein set in her shop. I will link it below. But it comes with these beautiful, bright colors. And I am in love. This will definitely be cast on today. I caked these up yesterday. And I'm just beyond excited. I love that this one, there's a mini of all of these speckles that you can really see the colors of the tonals. I just think that it's gorgeous. I'm speechless because I love it so much. And I think I have a fun little pattern idea in mind for this. Yeah, I'm all about the simple patterns lately for socks. I want something that is fun, that is a staple that you can cast on over and over again. So I'm just really excited to see if my idea can be translated onto the sock pattern. So this one is beautiful with like these pinks and yellow speckles. And then you have this beautiful blushy pink. This gold, like this is my jam. I love this type of color. It's stunning. And then you have these two brighter ones, bright pink and like an orangey color. Absolutely, absolutely obsessed with these. So thank you, Molly. I will be casting these on today because I just don't want to wait anymore. They've been staring at me wanting to be cast on, and I've just been trying to be very good at finishing some socks first. I cannot have too many socks on my needles. It stresses me out when I have too many things going because I feel as if I'm not making any progress on anything when I just have too much on the needles. Because if I'm just doing an inch here and an inch there, that's, for my brain, that's not good enough. I need to finish a pair of socks and then get on to the next. So that is my brain. I'm going to be cutting in the heels for both of the socks that I shared earlier, so those will be done, and then using those needles for the fun pair of socks. And you guys, that is it. I just want to say huge, huge thank you to everybody. If you've made it this far and watched my podcast, I really enjoy coming and chatting with you all and sharing everything. And if you love it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you are notified when I come out with these fun knitting videos. And I just hope that you are well wherever you are in the world, and I wish you an amazing, amazing day. So happy knitting, everyone, and until next time, bye.